I want people just to really get a visual where I'm coming from with this one. I know we all know Michael Jackson died this past week, and the Lord told me something, when the whole thing happened. Actually, my brother called me up and told me, "Yo, Michael Jackson's dead." And I was like, "Okay." Got home from work, saw it all over the TV, and God just showed me something that just blew my mind. Like the whole world is trying to figure out why did he die. How did he die? And he had a cardiac arrest. But now they're trying to find the MD and trying to find out why they gave him whatever it was. And the sad part about it is, I was telling my brother this, the world will try to go ahead and find out everything about a celebrity, But when it comes to Christ or God, they really don't know. The youth nowadays, they don't know what really happened to Christ. They know that he got crucified, nailed, and whatever Hollywood paints or stories that they hear, but they really don't know why, They really don't know why. They don't know how it happened. They don't know any biblical principle. And I'm not saying all of you, but the majority of them do. And this song was actually the first song I wrote, Being Saved. And it's a little descriptive, but let's play that please. I mean, he died for us. Cats nowadays don't even know what he went through, what he did, how he died. So just listen. They talk about murdering cats, how they leave them on the floor, laying sit flat. After they fall, they run, pray, they don't get captured. This is what they call murder. I guarantee there's a murder they never heard of. Whose murder is that? Jesus Christ is murder. 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 Jesus Christ is murder. Jesus Christ is murder. Jesus Christ is murder. Whose murder is that? Jesus Christ is murder. Whose murder is that? Jesus Christ is murder. He was in his prime when betrayed by one of his own. It was a kiss that let him know it was time to go. Went willingly, but the guard still tied him up, though they chained him up from his neck all the way down to his feet, leading and beating him just to go see the high priest. It was there when he was asked if he was the king. When replied yes, they charged him with blasphemy. So they spit and slapped him on his face, throwing punches at him, and they took him to a cage, making fun of him. Yet still he wasn't afraid, or filled up with rage for the next day to be Satan at his own game. They talk about murdering cats, how they leave them on the floor laying stiff flat. After they fall, they run, pray, they don't get captured. This is what they call murder. I guarantee there's a murder they never heard of. Whose murder is that? Jesus Christ is murder. Whose murder is that? Jesus Christ is murder. Whose murder is that? Jesus Christ is murder. Whose murder is that? As the sun rose, he was taken to the Roman governor. Priest handed him over, hoping he could sentence to murder. Governor found no wrong and sent him to King Herod. When the riot at Herod, he was mocked and asked questions. When he didn't reply, they called him crazy and sent him back to the governor, where the Jews were asked, who should be released, Jesus or a mass murderer? Their decision was Jesus be crucified and set free, the mass murderer. Barnabas was let go while Jesus was sent to get punished. Order from the Roman governor. I can't believe that's how they treated my Lord. About murdering cats, how they leave them on the floor laying stiff flat. After they fall, they run, pray, they don't get captured. This is what they call murder. I guarantee there's a murder they never heard of. Whose murder is that? Jesus Christ is murder. Whose murder is that? Jesus Christ is murder. Whose murder is that? Jesus Christ is murder. Whose murder is that? So he stood there chained to a stone with a crowd of people watching. God sitting behind him, ready to start the punishment. They whipped him with whips that had hooks at the end, ripping his body open, leaving him with open flesh wounds, a total of 39 lashes. But it wasn't enough, they made him wear a crown of thorns, placed it on his head, mocked him and beat him some more. He was given back to the Jews, they made him carry his own cross, while going to his death site that kept beating him more and more. Yes, more and more. When he arrived there, nailed his hands and feet, and to the cross the guard picked up of the cross. Christ that died, but it wasn't a loss. It was God's game point to win for the battles to come. We talk about murdering cats, how they leave a note on the floor laying dead flat. After they fall, they run afraid, they don't get catches. This is what they call murder. I guarantee there's a murder they never heard of. Whose murder is that? Jesus Christ is murder. 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 Jesus Christ is murder. I just want to say something quickly. I know the hook says, whose murder is that? And when I recorded that song, my producer asked me, why you say whose murder is it? And the thing is, Christ really, he got crucified. It really wasn't a murder. In our eyes, he wasn't murdered. In our eyes, it was a sacrifice that he made. God sacrificed him for us to be redeemed, to be saved. Now, in that age, when they crucified him, they saw it as a murder because they put him on the cross with the other thieves and whatnot, And crucifixion back in that day was like a death sentence, basically. So that just, I just want to clarify that because I know that could throw people off. Whose murder is that? But I was coming from a perspective that people that don't know get their attention. But if you really listen to the end of the song, it was God's game point to win. For every battle that we have coming, God wins it all. And that's about it. I just wanted to just ask for all y'all. I wasn't going to come today because the enemy attacked me in every single way this morning. And he always does it every time I grab a mic or whatnot. I'm going through some stuff with my family. My brother, he's having a real difficult time, and I'm just asking if you guys could just keep my brother in prayer. Thank you. Thank you.